Hey everybody, Pastor JJ here, coming to you from my ride to work. Um, so yesterday it was just an awesome Sunday. We had a church in the morning, and then after we did lunchtime, we took the kids out. It was a beautiful sunny afternoon, and so we went and did a little catch and release fishing, and it was so much fun. The boys had such a great time. Well, I should clarify. My wife did the catch and release fishing. I don't have very much experience with fishing, so I was kind of learning alongside her. As soon as I learned how, then I was there helping, getting the hooks out of the fish and stuff, but that was all new to me. And so, but we went and we put the little worms on the hook and you cast it out, and the boys catch these little fish. I mean, they're this big. It was just really fun. And I was thinking about, my oldest, Liam, he's entering second grade. He's 7 years old, and he is smart as a whip. Like, he's just so incredibly smart. He's reading every book he can get his hands on. And one of the things that I'm really excited about, but I'm also I'm impatient, is for when he gets to science. I was like, when do they start learning science? And it's like, well, okay, they have to learn the basics first. They gotta learn to read, write, basic math before they can understand the science book. But what they can do, and they are doing in his current studies, science for them is just sort of exploring the world, right? So he'll read little books on bugs and birds, or the water cycle, or whatever it is, and it's caused him to become very observational about the world. He just loves checking out the world around him. There was one time, it was a couple days ago, I saw him. He was sitting outside and is just squatting over something. I was like, "What are you doing?" And he's like, "I'm watching a spider build her web." I was like, all right, he just has this really great observational way to go around the world. And that got me thinking about how it is sort of a sadness about how science and religion are often held up as if they were against each other. Because when I was a kid, I loved science. The reason I'm so excited for Liam to get into that is I want to teach him or learn alongside him and be like, isn't this so cool? Because I loved science classes as a kid. Learning about, I took so many of them when I was in high school, way more than we were required to do, but I loved it. I took physics and chemistry and anatomy and biology and bacteriology and all these really amazing classes. I even took organic chemistry because we learned all the different levels of chemistry. It was so much fun, because so what makes me sad about the fact that religion and science are in our world, in our culture, they're thought to be enemies, as if they were against each other. But that couldn't be further from the truth. They are not enemies. Science and religion are beautiful complements. They work together to give us a more complete picture of the universe. I guess the one of the best ways to explain it is that they answer different questions. Science answers the question of how, and religion answers the question of why, right? So science will tell us how things work, right? If you study astronomy, and you can study how the world spins around, and then how that world goes around the sun, and you can learn all these things, and it teaches you how it works. But it cannot tell you why you find a sunrise to be so beautiful or even awe-inspiring. And so what I've found is that religion and science are beautiful complements, right? I have so much faith and belief in God, and none of that came from science or school or any of those things, but then I also have such a respect and care for the universe. I love learning about this world. To me, it actually increases my love and worship of God. It's like, wow, look how God made this incredible world. Isn't that amazing? And so I know people, they love to pit science and religion as if they had to be against each other, but they don't. They answer different questions, and I just thought that was a reflection that might be interesting to you as you guys start your week. Have a great Monday. Bye.